To me, you're like a threat to Hollywood studios.
When these young people look at you, they go, oh my God, that's a star.
Crazy.
I know.
Okay.
Over the last couple of decades, the internet and platforms such as YouTube have seen exponential growth. But despite that, there's still this perception that internet fame is less valuable or less genuine than the kind gained through mainstream media. However, the tide does seem to be turning, and people are starting to recognize the potential of platforms such as YouTube, Twitch, TikTok and Instagram, and how they can provide unprecedented access to a global audience. And this growth of these platforms and the changing attitude has led to the emergence of some huge internet stars that are recognised and rewarded the same way as their mainstream counterparts. In fact, internet fame is now finally seen as a viable and legitimate path to success. But why then are so many people still hesitant to consider big YouTubers as real celebrities? Hey, Vsauce, Michael. YouTube was founded in 2005. During those early days, the platform was basically just used to share low quality home videos of you doing stupid dumb shit, or your pets doing stupid dumb shit.
And she doesn't know how to get down, so she just keeps screaming at me.
And this type of content was definitely not considered proper entertainment by these mainstream media outlets or even the general public. But since those early days, the quality has improved. Camera equipment, audio equipment and editing software have all become far more accessible. So many normal people are now creating genuine, good, high quality entertainment at a rate never before seen. And this was never possible before. For many years, the industry of entertainment was controlled by a small number of powerful corporations who had complete control over what content was produced and who got to be part of the industry. And this led to quite a narrow definition of what counts as real talent and who is worthy of success and fame. But this new age of online entertainment and its rapid growth has allowed for a more decentralized system of content sharing and production to take place. And as a result, people from all walks of life, no matter where they came from, have been able to find success in the entertainment industry and online content industry without the approval of these gatekeeping corporations. But despite that, because of this long history of these gatekeeping corporations deciding what counts as real entertainment, there's still a stigma around being an online content creator and an idea that it's not on the same level. Another reason why YouTubers are deemed as inferior by many is the idea that YouTube doesn't require skill. However, this could not be further from the truth. Yeah, there have been instances where some lazier, more simple content has been very successful, but good, high quality YouTube content creation can sometimes require a lot of skill and time. Mainstream media content production often includes huge production teams, and while nowadays it's not uncommon for a big YouTuber to have a team, there are still so many big creators making great content who do it all themselves. These creators aren't just fulfilling one role. They have to come up with the ideas, write the scripts, shoot the videos whilst also being the talent on camera, and then edit the videos and market them, all themselves. And so many of them dedicate real, huge amounts of time learning the technical side, like cameras and lighting and editing techniques. And on top of that, they have to become good promoters. They have to learn how to start and build a community and form a connection with their audience. And it is definitely not something that can be achieved without talent. And another reason why YouTubers aren't seen to be on the same level as mainstream stars is due to the general dynamic of the platform. Because when you're trying to form a connection and build a community, you seem more like a friend than a big mainstream star.
Exactly, and that's why I think—
Hold up, where did you come from?
That's not important. But you know what is important? The subconscious pull that celebrity culture has on all of us. It's the reason why people like Joji is considered a celebrity and DDG is considered doo-doo garbage. I'm Fuji from Love Fuji, and let's talk about some celebrities. If you're an influencer in the general public, you can't really have your cake and eat it too. I think also a great example of this is Playboy Cardi. He's so wound up in the mystique of his character as a whole to where he doesn't even have to lift a finger and people are curious as to what he's doing. I want you to try and imagine what you think Cardi's house looks like. You might see huge corridors with infinite rooms on all sides, or like a gigantic living room with like a really small couch in the middle of it. For some reason, celebrities like doing that. But let's get more broad than that. How do you imagine the environment? Personally, I see like a huge ovular driveway with like at minimum 5 matte black supercars parked outside of it. Or some people might see like huge mountains or hills, but most commonly you might see a view from a balcony that engulfs all of a suburban city. You got that? Okay, now let's imagine Markiplier's house. Chances are, you might still imagine like a pretty luxurious home, but something feels like different. Yes, there's still corridors and a lot of rooms, but a part of me can still wrap my head around it. Like, not only am I seeing a massive kitchen or a massive guest bedroom, but I also see an actual room filled with odds and ends. And I actually might see a desk or a computer monitor or a keyboard. Sure, these things are like 10 times more teched out than what I'm using, but I can still see it and a part of me can still feel it, and it just feels realistic. And that's the key difference. It's hard to imagine Cardi's lifestyle because you're not supposed to. Since the beginning of celebrity culture, they've always been seen on this impossibly high mountain that as much as you try to climb and climb and climb, you look up and it still feels like it's years away. And that's completely by design. The more unrealistic the lifestyle is, the more drawn you are to these characters, which is not how influencer life is. Maybe you've been following a YouTuber since like 2013 and you started watching them while they were in their mom's basement on like a shitty snowball or whatever. And then progressively through the years, you saw their setup get teched up, you saw environments change, you saw personality change. Now you're at this point where you're seeing the best version of this YouTuber. And you can feel a sense of pride in that. And that connection is real to you, not to them. They don't know who you are. But to you, that connection feels real. And so in your mind, you never really justify why you're drawn to them because you watch the journey. To wrap up my point, celebrity culture can feel inherently toxic at times because a lot of it is surrounding around convincing you that that person is more important than they actually are, which is not something that you typically come across in influencer culture. If you'd like to know more about the dynamic between celebrities and people, I made a video about that on my channel. Go ahead, check that out. It'll be in the description. Right, Justin? It'll be in the description. I've been Love Fuji. This has been my 2 cents. Back to you, Justin.
And then I got a lot more money. Like, people don't understand just how much money falls out of the YouTube bucket.
Another interesting area to consider when comparing big YouTubers to mainstream stars is the numbers they generate. When comparing the viewing figures and revenue generated by YouTubers to those of traditional celebrities, it's becoming more and more clear that internet fame and content creation is definitely not just a passing trend. In fact, it's not uncommon for YouTube personalities to exceed the numbers mainstream media can pull in. YouTubers can create and share content on their own terms at a much more frequent rate, which leads to a more engaged audience. And as a result, so many YouTubers have been able to pull in millions of subscribers, billions of views, and generate substantial income from advertising revenue, merchandise, and sponsorships. Traditional media often has a set schedule and limited airtime, which YouTubers just aren't limited by. And these numbers that we're seeing are only gonna go up. This is the new age of entertainment. The rise of YouTubers and online internet personalities has challenged the traditional ideas of fame, success in the industry, and who can achieve them. Whilst this stigma does still exist, the power of internet fame is undeniable. As the world continues to shift to its digital landscape, it's clear that internet fame and online content creation is here to stay, and is only gonna grow. But what do I know? I'm just a terminally online media student with a YouTube channel. That's a wrap. That is a wrap. Hope you all like the bartender gear. This video. Thanks for watching. More videos very soon. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel.